3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It is always time to make this money. I'm always checking to make sure my mic is on. There's been a few times where I've actually been doing a live stream. I've gone like 20, 25 minutes and noticed that my mic was off. Very, very upsetting. But not today. Today we have our mic on. My name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition, where every single day we do this at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go over Bitcoin, we go over the charts, we go over crypto bubbles. Today I didn't put crypto bubbles on, but that's usually what we do. At the very beginning, we see what Bitcoin's doing. You know, we see how it's going to possibly help the market or possibly hurt the market. In addition to that, if you have any coins you would like for me to do, definitely let me know. That way, of course, we can do either a deep dive on the coin if time permits, and then, of course, do a chart. Just kind of see where would be a better place to enter, possibly targets and stop loss, if the time is right to enter. There's times, though, where there's charts, and it's like, man, it's not ready. It's right underneath resistance. We need to set an alert, and then, of course, you know, have your plan. You need your alert. Your alert goes off, of course, now you already know where your targets are at, your stop loss. You already know the support resistance levels that you're looking for, and you just wait. Waiting is probably the most important part of trading. Being patient. It's so important. Being patient, it really does help out. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Once again, my name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition. Let's look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin, it's doing what Bitcoin does. It's going up and it's going down. Now, of course, I was really hoping here that would come up to around this area when it was down here, and then continue to do lower highs and lower lows so that we could get this area of, in my opinion, interest, right around 41, 44. Now, before, this was my area between 50 and 52. I was really, really looking for this area to get hit since the beginning of the year, and it finally got hit, and this, to me, was a happy moment, because this is saying that, okay, right now, what we really want to see is Bitcoin coming down to these levels. But the only thing that I'm not too happy with right now is that it didn't stay here for a little bit, go sideways, gain strength, have momentum building up for the market before it took off. It came down here just to liquidate people, and then like a slingshot, shot right back on up, and hard too. So I would really have liked for it to come down here for at least a few days, maybe even a week or two. Man, that'd been great. Now, if it does come back to this area around 50, 52, kind of hang out for a little bit, creating lower highs and lower lows, the next area of very strong support would be right here between 40 and 44. Now, I want to say maybe a few days ago now, I guess, or maybe even a week, people are calling for around 46. You know, I'm guessing they're using this level, 47. And throughout the entire chart, there's nothing but support resistance. And one thing that I absolutely love, and this is why I love watching other people, absolutely love it. So I have my own thought process on what I think might happen, and I watch all these other people to see if their thought process kind of goes with mine. And if it doesn't, why? What are they seeing that I'm not? And there have been plenty of times, guys, plenty of times, where they'll be showing something and they're like, oh yes, you know, we have this falling wedge, etc., etc. It's like, falling wedge, I didn't look at it like that. I saw it as maybe an inverse cup and handle, or granted, I don't do patterns, but I do see them. But I know that it has to break a certain level. And then they'll go and they'll say that, due to the falling wedge, that it could do this. It's like, okay, I can see that now. I just need to zoom out just a little bit more, kind of look at it from a different, I guess, angle to see what they're seeing. Is like, okay, yes, it's doable, very doable. And one thing with patterns, it's really based on the person perceiving it, based on the person looking at it. Because I could say, oh, we have, like this dumb idiot who I watch, we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Everything's a head and shoulders to him. Everything's or an inverse head and shoulders, but he still calls it head and shoulders, but we know what he means. But we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, or a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, or a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. You see that? Like everything he can make as a head and shoulders. But there's times where, like, I will see this, or I'll just see lower highs, and then somebody would throw a trend line on there. I was like, yeah, I said, oh, well, let me throw a trend line too, because I can see it, but let me throw it on here so that others can see, oh, it's in a downtrend. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but I took off a bunch of junk. Finally did it, guys. I put it to work. Joe, where is your money flow? Money flow is very important. Is it really? If money flow increases to the upside, can price still come down? Yeah. If money decreases on the plus side, the green, can price still go up? Yeah. If price comes down, if the money flow comes down into the red, really, really deep, can price still go up? Yep. But what if it reduces and it starts going up? And can price go down? Yep. Oh. But what if it does a wave, and it's green wave, it's green wave, it's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down. And does that mean that the price, does that mean that cannot go up because it's coming down? No, it can still go up, causing this to fake everybody out. Instead of going red, now it goes green. Oh. Huh. Okay. Well, what about the VWAP? The VWAP, it's kind of a leading indicator to this. So you're saying that a VWAP can go up, but then go down, and then go up, and then go down, and then finally eventually do something here to where it's like crosses, then not crosses, then crosses, then not crosses. So you have a red and green and a red and green. Well, yeah, that's what the VWAP does. Oh. No thanks. Right now I just have the momentum. So that's my thought process. Let me know what you think about my thought process. Let me know how dumb it is, because all these other people are extremely successful using the Market Cipher or Fu Manchu. And they have more than $14. I only have $14. So why would you listen to me? Why don't you listen to, why wouldn't you listen to somebody who is extremely successful, maybe dresses in suits, or has $1 million to trade, or has 15 million in the bank, or even 14 million in the bank versus $14? Why would you listen to a guy who has $14? I don't know. Is it a numbers game? Possible. What I like to do is I like to back test thousands and thousands and thousands. And right now, I've only done it a few hundred times. But from what I'm seeing, I don't like. And I'm basing it off of actual experience. I'm basing it off of actual in-the-moment trades versus, look, we have a divergence here, and then the price came down. And then, look, we had a green dot here, and then the price came up. Yeah, because you can see it. But what happens when you print a green dot and it starts going up, and then it fakes everybody out and starts coming down, and then you get a red dot? In the moment trading, that's what I do. Let's see here. Rob, Hey, what's up, Rob? Appreciate you being here, man. Rob says, hey, let me bring this over here. Oh, where's it at? See here, Rob says, that indicator sounds confusing. Yeah. Well, this is what everybody uses. This is a Fu Manchu. This is the free version of Market Cipher B, which is from CryptoFace. Now, I didn't start using Market Cipher B until I got onto the show with CryptoFace and, of course, Crypto Keeper and TradeFly and all these other guys. When I was on the show, you know, everybody's using CryptoFace's stuff. And of course, CryptoFace, he's one of the promoters, or not promoters, but I don't forget what you call it, but they have their logo on their thing. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? Let me try this out. So I started trying it out because of CryptoFace. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like I was gonna ask CryptoFace for sponsorship. I was gonna ask him for sponsorship, but the more I use it, the more it's like, oh man, I don't like it. Maybe I'm not using it right, and that's the only defense I could do. Is maybe I'm not using it right. Now, granted, I have spent 30 hours, 50 hours. I don't even know how many hours. I've spent a lot of hours. What, man, 50 hours probably watching videos, pausing it, rewinding it, taking notes, you know, and then I'm actually like applying it to actual trades. But it's my system of support resistance, man, does it work way better than this one. Now, granted, I'm using it in conjunction with or in addition to my system, but then there's times where I would cancel my trade or close out my trade as like, no, because this is leading, everything's saying it should come down. So I leave it and price goes up. And then everything here says it should go down. Like I have like 4 or 5 different things on this that say it should go down. And it keeps on going up. And then of course it gets stopped out. So when that happened, man, that was the nail in the coffin. Let's see here. Rob says, it looks like a LuxAlgo's oscillator. It has money flow on it. I can't figure it out. Does LuxAlgo have money flow? I don't even know. Like I bought it and I don't even really even use it because I can see, you know, the fair value gaps. That's really why I bought it. So it's easier to see the fair value gaps and the order blocks. I mean, but you can see them. You can see the, you know, it's really just areas of resistance or support. But yeah, I got to check that out. So for me, I did want to, I'm very curious with money flow because you want to know where the money's coming in. But by the same, it's like, for me, it's like, I'm letting y'all know, it's like straight up. For me, it gets kind of complicated, I guess, or confusing because even though you have money coming in, the price can still come down. It's not like, oh, it's 90% positive. And I know nothing's 100%, but you know, 90% more than likely it's going to go up because you have increased money flow or decreased money flow. Because there's been plenty of times where the money's been decreasing and price coming down and then shoots up and keeps on going up. Hey, we got the crypto mindset in here. What's up, guys? What's up? So for the crypto mindset, of course, make sure to check out his channel. He goes live. Not only that, but let me put it in here. Oh, did I do it twice? Let me try it again. No, it's only once. But yes, great show. Of course, we team up together on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kind of like a market overview. So it's a really nice collab, you know, just different thought process goes on. So yeah, definitely do that. And then in addition to that, Crypto on the Rocks. That's when we drink a few. And everybody's invited too. We drink a few, get a little crazy, talk about crypto, talk about life. Man, last time it got pretty crazy. I thought I was gonna make some unfriends. Oh man, but it was a good time. It was a good time. Rob P says, I do like the green dot on LuxAlgo on the oscillator. I don't think I've seen that, or maybe I just didn't look. I read the codes. It comes across moving averages, changes it to 9. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, so I need to look further into that, into the one that I already paid for, But like I said, I don't really like using indicators. Like I really don't. Now, I like that it's an additional source of information, but like for me, I love the, out of any indicator, of course, everybody knows my top 3 indicators are price action, number 1. Number 2, countdown to bar close. Number 3 are the moving averages, because it shows you momentum. It's not a magnet. And Rob P, he agrees with me completely as far as it not being a magnet, because it's not. It shows you the momentum, you know. And then of course, if the lines are in sequential order from lowest to highest, then of course the trend is very strong. Then once it starts crossing one of the numbers, then it's showing the weakness. So I'll give you a heads up. Lux has money flow, but I don't like it. No, well, if you don't like it, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it. But here we do have lower lows. We do have a lower high. And let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. And again, guys, if you have coins you want me to do, let me know. Like literally at this point in the live stream, because I do this every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first like 10-15 minutes is Bitcoin. Then after that, it's your time. Whatever you want to do, what you want to talk about indicators. Right now we're talking about indicators. But if you want to talk about indicators, if you want to talk about charts, setups, what indicators mean, how to use them. So right now we're still looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, it started coming up here. I think it's going to come down again. I keep on saying it's going to come down. Like I'm very bearish with Bitcoin. Now it's looking good though. We have our top trend line, and this bottom white line is our trend line as well. Then this one is kind of where it doesn't catch all the wicks. But so this is also our trend line. But you can see that it was here the other day, and we're saying that more than likely an area of interest is going to be right in this area. And sure enough, it came right down to it, came up, got rejected on this trend line that we drew way back over here, started coming down, created a higher low. And of course, I put this in the group, you know, we have a higher low coming out. Now, it did break through this level. Let's zoom in real quick. It did break this level, but it's retracing. It's coming back down. And what I think is going to happen, nobody knows what's going to happen. And I don't even look at all these dumb indicators either. I just, based off of the price action. But I would think that the price action should do this. So it came up here, got rejected, came down, maybe find support here, maybe even here. Come up, get rejected here, continue coming down, do another, you know, we have a bottom, we have a double bottom, now create a triple bottom, creating another lower high, and then eventually doing this number. Like I see it coming down. Now you could say, but Joe, like we have this low or even a bow. We have this bow or a bottom and then a double bottom or a higher low. Here's our neckline. We broke through it. You know, it should get support here. We'll see. Like nobody knows what's going to happen. We'll see if it gets support here. But I think it's going to come down. I do think it's going to come down. Let's put the arrow. All right. So the set. See here, Rob P says 100% on moving averages. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with moving averages like all day. Now, granted, you know, I only put them on sometimes, like when I want to see more information. But for me, I like all I really need is to see the price action. The price action, the size of the candle bodies, because sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. I need to see the wicks. Sometimes you have huge wicks on the top, huge wicks on the bottom. Now, just because you have wicks on the bottom, perfect example. Perfect example. Just because we have wicks on the bottom, that does not mean this is a long wick reversal. No matter what your mentor says. Look, guys, this is a long wick reversal. The only reason they say long wick reversal is because the price action did this. And they can point it out. Oh, look, guys, we got a long wick reversal. However, when the price action doesn't do that, come straight up, but it comes up a little bit, or maybe even continues coming down, they bypass it and they actually are searching for long wicks that reversed in order for them to sound correct. And that's what all these mentors do. They'll show you only stuff that makes their teaching look correct. Now, for me, I show you the stuff as if we're in the trade. And that's what separates me from, shoot, man, like almost everybody, is I show you in the moment. I don't show you after the fact. I show you in the moment. What will we do right now? Not, oh, it started playing out. Well, now let me tell you about it. No, I tell you right now. Set an alert maybe, and then update you. But let's see here. Crypto Mindset says, I'm with you. Bitcoin is going down into your area of interest. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. Like, nobody knows, you know. But one thing that I find so funny is everybody, I told you it was going down. I told you it was, no. You also told me it was going up when it didn't go up. But you don't talk about that though. You only talk about when you're right. But yeah, I think that's so funny. Like for me, you know, excuse me, I mentioned that it might go down. Like nobody knows. It might go down. And sure enough, it did. You know, could it have gone the other way? Yeah, 100%. 100%. You know, it just feels good though when it does go your way. But again, it could have gone the opposite. So let's see here. Rob P says it sucks between 1 day 200 and SMA 9. One will break. Yeah. And which way will it go? Nobody knows. See, Rob says pull up hangman pattern, long wick on bottom bearish. No idea what that means. Pull up hangman pattern, long wick. Oh, so it's a pattern called hangman. For me, there's so many different names for so many different things. So regardless of the pattern trader is always right, because, oh, not a long wick reversal, well then it's a hangman. Oh, if it's not a hangman, then it's a child with poop in the pants. Oh, it's not that one. Oh, well, check the diaper pattern. Oh, not to check the diaper pattern. Oh, can I get a popsicle pattern? Oh, it's not a popsicle pattern. Oh, let me get a dead cat bounce pattern. Really? Like, there's gonna be names for everything, literally. In my opinion. Crypto Candy says, what's up, my fellow Kryptonians? What's up, man? What is up? Running a little late today. Hey, appreciate you being here, dude. Appreciate you being here. So appreciate that, man. Smash the likes. Yes, dude, please, everybody, please, definitely smash the likes. See here. I had Joe test out LuxAlgo indicator. Was not interested in that indicator. Yeah. So for LuxAlgo, I mean, I do like it, and I show my team, I show my group and everything, and I show you here too. Like, there's some parts of LuxAlgo that I like, and then there's some where it's like, man, I already use it. Like, as far as, because in the group, everybody was saying about, oh, like, can you make a video on change a character? Can you make a video on break a structure? I said, well, I have that video already. I made it already. Let me reach out to some people, because it was in a different group. I wasn't able to obtain it. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just make a new one for you. So I made a new one for the group. But in that video, I let them know that all the stuff that I'm teaching them right now is break of structure or change of structure, break of character. I mean, all that stuff. I'm actually showing them all of it without putting names to it. Because once you start putting name after name after, now you remember all this junk in your head. No, just remember, if it breaks a resistance level, and more than likely, depending on time frame and what we're doing, you know, you can enter the trade. A little bit though, you know, because it could come down. And then if it comes down and then goes back up, well, then you can add to your entry. And so all that is the break of structure and change of character and everything else. That's what it is. Just not putting a name to it. And once I show them that, they're like, oh, it's literally like the Miyagi, like Mr. Miyagi. It literally is like that. Paint the fence, sand the floor. That's literally what I'm doing. So same thing with, let's see here, with order blocks. You know, people were curious about order blocks. I say, you guys, you remember the support zone that I have and the resistance zone that I have? Well, guess what? Those are liquidity zones or order blocks. And those are areas of interest, because the areas of support resistance, that's literally what it is. And they're like, oh, so yeah. So instead of putting all these liquidity zone, all these fancy words, this is area where it might get rejected. It might. I never say it will. It might get rejected. Here's where it might find support. That's it. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. That's what I do. Crypto Candy says, well, we had Dud Eye on this own. Not sure what it's saying. Well, we had Dude Eye on his own. Oh, yeah. See here, crypto coin mindsets, poop in the diaper pattern. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, I was looking at candles. So what I also do is I look at candles. I look at the size of the candles. I look at the strength of the entire move. I look at the amount of wicks and how many wicks are there. Like all this stuff, you know, the strength, like did it come down and bounce and then come up, bounce again to that same area? Okay, now it's building a strong support. Did it break through it and then come up and get rejected on that same area? Okay, that's a strong level. So this is everything that I'm looking at. Now, when it comes to candle names, I think it's ridiculous. So candle names, you have, of course, the Joji, you have the Moon Star, Bright Star, Falling Star. I don't even know. Moon. I don't know what. That's just for giggles. Just for giggles. Names of candlestick patterns. Just for giggles. Let's look at this. Just for giggles. 41. Okay, 81. 30, so let's do this 81. Okay. Okay. Huh. Candlestick pattern simplified. Yeah, right. 81, really? So this is very important to know. Now, this is all the stuff that I'm looking at, and this is what I'm actually teaching you without, you know, breaking it down to such specific names and everything. But this is the candle body. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking to see how many orders, buys and sells, how interested were people in that candle or hour time frame or whatever time frame. So here's, you want to see this to where, and this is what I'm saying when I'm looking at a coin. I say, ooh, look how small these candle bodies are. Look how small. Like, I don't like it. Nobody's interested in this. Nobody's buying this coin. Notice how when I say that, that's because this is what I'm looking at. And hopefully, like, y'all pick up on all that, because one, I give you all the clues. Like, I literally give you all the clues on what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at it, why I like it, and why I don't. So this is the wick, or they call it the shadow. This is the wick, and this is where the price was at, but it got, you know, people started selling. So because they were selling, the body comes down, creating this wick. Now, let's see here. I don't think they're going to have the names of the patterns. So here, this is, of course, saying that, you know, price was here, and then we had more buyers coming in, and, well, it's, oh, they do say this. I don't know. But, of course, you know, you have the buyers, and then you have the sellers. So depending on, you know, where the wicks are at, depends on the sellers. So here, you know, the price did come down here. People were selling off. Then people started buying. So whenever you have this, we do have buying pressure. Whenever you have the wick on top, you have the selling pressure. When you have a really long wick on the top, that does not mean that the next candle is going to come down. That just means on this candle, there was a lot of selling pressure, and it might come down. So I'll give you a heads up. Time is going really slow. You just notice that. I think we're in the matrix. All right, here we go. Where are the dumb names? Where are the dumb names? How can I make fun of you if you're not giving me? Oh, these are the names. Wow, that's really dumb. So, do you want to learn 81 pattern names for a candle? Not a series of candles, because they also have series of candles for a pattern name. 3 white soldiers, 3 falling stars, or whatever it's called. So why would you do all that stuff? This is dumb. Dragonfly, Doji. It's just dumb. Okay, we have a sandwich. We have a sandwich. We have a bullish kicking pattern. We have a rising 3 method. This one. When I saw this one, abandoned baby, because I was literally trying to learn all this stuff, and I was like, all right, people are talking about the names of the candle. Like, I want to be really smart, or sound really smart, maybe even pretend to be really smart by putting on a fancy costume or a suit. And I saw this one, abandoned baby. Really? Abandoned baby for a candle. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not looking at these anymore. That's how dumb they are. On neck, in neck, upside gap, 2 crows, 3 white soldiers, hanging man. So I want to show you something. So let's just say this, whatever name, let's say you studied all the names. Let's just say this name is a bearish name. This name is a bullish name. This name is a bearish name. This name is a bullish name. This name is a bearish name. This name is a bullish name. How does that help you? Well, we had a bearish. We were going to probably get another bearish. But did we? No, we got a bullish. Well, we had a bullish. It might give us another bullish. But did it give you a bearish? And so, and of course, I'm just referring to the candle colors. I'm not referring to the actual candle themselves. Because the candle themselves, they can tell you a story. So what I do is I look at the candle itself. And I see that we have more, and let me change this. We have more buying pressure than selling pressure. Now, all this says is that when the candle opened right here, when the candle opened, then when the candle opened, when it goes below the opening, then it turns red. If it goes above the opening, when it starts, it goes green. So that's the colors. Now it came all the way down here and then started getting bought up, creating this wick, so the buying pressure. And then the next candle comes and it starts here. And then it goes up and then it came down, but eventually it closed up. So here we have buying pressure as well. So this is telling me that the price might potentially go up. We might find support here and it might go up. I don't know if it will or not, because there have been plenty of times where we have buying pressure and the price comes down. So I'm not saying that it might go up because I see this. No. So what I do that's different from everybody else is I tell you what I would have done here, not because of what I see. And that's what the other mentors will do. Now we have selling pressure. It's kind of equal. You know, the body is smaller than this one, so we're kind of losing interest. Then this one is about the same as this one, kind of undecisive, you know, buying pressure versus selling pressure. Then this one we have more interest, more body in this. We have more selling pressure. So now this is telling me that the price, if I was just kind of looking at this, now this is telling me that the price did this, came this way, doing this, and now possibly gonna do this. How many times have you seen people draw, oh, a shoulder, a head, a shoulder? That's what they're looking at. That's what they're seeing right here. Possible start of, nobody knows. And then it found support right here, right at our support resistance level. Found support and now it came up. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at all these candles. I'm looking at the wicks. I'm looking at all that fun stuff. Let me see here. Let's bring this over. Let's see here. Lenny Kid says, the less indicators I use, the more success I seem to have. Yeah. Just sticking with a simple plan. Yep. Very true. I might even get rid of this. Right now, I'm just going to test it out with only the momentum. Yeah. Let's see. Rob says, I love the indicators and taking my charting time from 3 hours to 45 minutes. And it does all my alerts for me. It's like a CNC to me. I don't know what a CNC is, but love the indicators taking my chart time from 3 hours to 45 minutes. What indicators do you use? And it does all my alerts for me. Very interested to know what indicator you use. Oh, Rob, I heard the good news in reference to the merger, I guess, or the advancement or partnership, I guess. Heard the good news. I think it was yesterday I heard it. But I knew about it a few months ago. We'll see. But anyway, let's see here. But congrats, my friend. All right, so Sam says, whatever a blood diamond is too. Yeah, blood diamond is supposed to be bad, and the blood diamond is on the weekly for the Bitcoin, but have you seen it dump hard lately? Question mark? I haven't. And this is the first time it's done the blood diamond on the weekly in like 2 years or something. And then when it did that 2 years ago, it dumped like 30-40%. I forget what it was. But for this one, I see this coming down. You know, see this coming down. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, sure, I'm wrong all the time. You know, I wouldn't say all the time, but I am wrong. Man, I'm hungry. I didn't eat nothing yet. I'm getting kind of woozy. Oh, we got about 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. Rob says, I use the price action indicators and turn the alerts on. I use the price action indicators. On LuxAlgo? That price action indicator? What are you talking about? Or just on here? Yeah, so for us, of course, you know, especially in the group and on YouTube, like let's just say we were going to enter Turbo. Let's say we're going to enter Turbo. What we would do is we would set our alerts right here, and we just wait for it. Just wait for it. Now, granted, you know, could we do it here at the break of this level? Yeah, sure. Let me change the color so it doesn't look confusing. Could we enter the break of this level? Yeah, sure, we could. But it's just that we had a bunch of times where we got rejected, come down, rejected, come down, reject. So it's safer to actually just enter here. So that if it does come down, hopefully we get a bounce here and come up. See here. Joe is chicken into a chicken tender from Popeyes. Yes, I am. Yes, LuxAlgo. No, I haven't had it in about a week or so, I guess. Yeah, about a week. Yeah. But I do love it. Oh man. Too much, too much. All right. But yeah, so anything else, guys? Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let's look at LuxAlgo. I do love LuxAlgo. So it's the paid version. Of course, if you don't have money for the paid version, the ones that I absolutely love for the free version, LuxAlgo. I'll tell you right now, we have, and of course, you just type LuxAlgo, and then see what they provide. But the ones that I really enjoyed, fair value gap, it'll show you the fair value gap. I do like that one. I also like the order block detector, in addition to order blocks and I think breaker blocks. I think that's the one. So it's those two. And man, there's always one more that I always think that I used to have. No, it's just three. So it was those three. But I mean, you can put on other ones and see what they do. So just kind of give you a heads up. At one point I used all of these, I think, maybe sometimes. But I do like this one, LuxAlgo, price action. And for this, it shows you the order blocks. Nice and easy. It shows you your fair value gaps as well. Unless I have it turned off here. It shows... So, I mean, I do like it because, like I said, here, like we know, even though we don't have this indicator on, we know that this is our... For me, personally, I would do it from the top of this wick to... I'll do it right here. This right here would be my level of resistance. Here they have it as an order block. So theirs comes down just a little bit more. But for me, this would be my area of resistance. And that's why I have my alert above this area so that it needs to break this area. I get alerted. It would have done a breaker block, broken through this, come down, maybe come up again, we enter the trade, and then hopefully we're off to the races as long as we can break above this again. So that's my thought process. But no, I do love LuxAlgo. Mainly because of this. I mean, because I can see them. And I don't use this stuff right here. Like the break of structure, change of character. I don't do any of that stuff. Like in order for me to enter this one, it would need to break this right here. You know, so I'm actually showing you break of structure, change of character, all that fun stuff by simply resistance. Let's see here. Rob says, go into the settings. Look at the alerts. If you're in a downtrend, set the alerts for a bullish shot, higher high. That makes sense. Then you can get an alert for possible trend reversal. That makes sense. So it'll notify you once it's changing direction. I like that. Never thought of that. I do like that. Thanks, Rob. Never thought of that. But yeah, so if it's coming down, then of course, you know, starts coming up, and then your alert goes off, and now you know that it's changing the trend. So I do like that. Because let's just say you're looking at it right here, and you're like, okay, you know, I'm gonna set my alert up here in case it comes up, and it keeps on coming down. Matter of fact, Rob, that's actually gonna help me out a lot. Because there's a lot of times where I'm going through the charts, like, oh, it created this one. Let me get my alert, make it move down here. So that if it changes direction, that's actually going to help me out a whole bunch. And now you're waiting, and it keeps on coming down, and it's like, okay, it's coming up here, coming down. Now it needs to break this level. So now you get your alert and you move it down. So that little tip that Rob just gave is going to save all this time. Because now what you do is you just set the alert on the change of trend, really, and it'll come down. Now it's going sideways. Now it comes up. Your alert goes off, and now you're like, because you haven't checked it in like a month. Your alert was way up here. Now you get alert. It's like, oh, okay, let me look. And now you get alert. It's like, all right, fine. Let me move my alert right here. Let me set another one. Let me wait a little bit, see what's going to happen. It goes, starts moving. All right, fine. We enter. So I like that. Nice. We got about 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues, suggestions, etc., etc. But yeah, guys, we do this every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm pretty sure once the market gets busier, we'll do this a few times, because like I said, I'm up all hours of the night. I'm up all hours of the day sometimes, you know, and probably just do like a real quick stream, whether it's trading leverage or just regular, maybe entering a trade. One thing though, I'll probably start doing is of course, you know, we have the group, but maybe videos of thought process. I need to start doing those for the members, but most members are in the group. And of course, you know, if you are a member, you can do the special characters and stuff. So that's pretty cool. All right. So I believe that is it. And make sure I cleared that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I believe that is all. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I do thank you. Now, the favorite part of the entire show. One, please type a number 1 in the chat just so I know you're here. And 2, it's time for the diss video. So here we go, guys. In 3, 2, wait, how come I didn't do this? Oh, this thing's not coming up. Where's it at? Oh, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everybody put a 1. Everybody put a 1. Okay, good stuff. And it's not working. What's going on here? Oh, wrong one. There we go. All right. Everybody put a 1. All right, good stuff. So the favorite part of the show is this video. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whoa. What is this? What's going on here?
Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it.
Oh man.
You a shade trader. Just face it. Obsessed with others' lives. Why you need the spotlight? Wasting my time. I shouldn't give you advice. Still trying to figure it out. I got a life, no time for this fight. Seems like you're out of loop. Maybe quit YouTube.
Quit YouTube?
Talking, spilling all your secrets. Sounding like a little girl. Pushing 50, still ain't crypto rich. Probably lit. Listen, basement. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it.
Oh, where's the clown at?
You a shade trader. Just face it.
Oh, the clown missed it. Too funny. Too funny. Yeah, I love that jam. I'm still asking for a part 2. So if anybody knows the one who did it, let them know. Part 2 needs to come up because it's great. I love it. And everybody here loves it too. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care, guys. And as always, don't feel like you always have to be in a trade. And that's all I got. Take care. Maestro, play some music.